Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for being here. I have a couple things that I want to update you guys on. It has been a little bit, I've actually been a little gun shy about posting anything on this channel because for whatever reason, I cannot get my camera to not be blurry. So I apologize to you guys if I just get frustrated and I have to just upload this video and it's blurry. Because I swear, for some reason, it's either the programming software issue or it's just, I don't know, it might be the camera. So if that's the case, I'm considering buying a new camera so I can just start filming more when I move to Utah. So today is basically just going to be updating you guys on life updates, things of this nature. So obviously you guys probably saw that I'm now married and I totally forgot to wear my wedding ring today. Awesome. It's at the house. So I got married and it was kind of like one of those shotgun weddings where we had to just kind of figure out like a quicker way to just kind of get it going because we're moving. We just wanted to kind of not get it out of the way, but we wanted to make it right before God, if that makes sense. Like we just wanted it to be right. Like, because we had already gotten pregnant and we're like just telling ourselves like, okay, just to kind of go backstory a little bit, I was very hesitant on getting married because, not because I didn't love him and because I didn't want to be committed to him. I was already committed in my heart and in my mind, everything. It's just everything in my life at the time, like before I got married, was, to me, it felt like I had literally no control over what was happening. Like I got pregnant without planning that. Moving to Utah was not my big plan for my life. Moving away from my family, you know, what else? Like there's just all these little things that happened that I felt like were just kind of out of my control. And I genuinely was kind of like gun shy. I was just like, well, if getting married is the only thing I feel like I have control of right now, and that's like far-fetched because I have control over my job, how I cut my hair, I have control over how often I get to see my family, these types of things, but all the things that were going on, it wasn't like my ultimate decision. So yes, of course I wanted to be pregnant and of course I wanted to like get out of the city I was living in, but I didn't know, like, I wanted everything to line up perfectly, and that's just not how life goes sometimes. And so we ended up getting pregnant back in November, and he was already planning on, I told you guys already, he was already planning on proposing to me, and so it was already in the works. So I just kind of felt like, well, getting married is something that I feel like I can control. I just waited and waited, and it's not like I waited forever because we got engaged in December, we got married in March. So I waited about 4 months to where I was, you know, or January, February, March, probably like 3 months, because he wanted to get married earlier for, you know, obvious reasons. Like he's like, I'm committed to you, like you know, we're together, we're having a baby, like all the things. And I just kept saying, well, like, what if, and I was just struggling with mostly the fact of leaving my family and moving. And even though it's 9 hours away, I still felt kind of like I was being rushed into a decision that I wasn't sure about. And honestly, like, it hasn't been rushed because we've been together for, you know, going on 2.5, 3 years. That the whole time he's been talking about moving to Utah, and this is in my future. Like, are you coming with me? And I'm like, yeah. In my head, in the back of my head, I'm like, this is probably never going to happen. Like, we're not going to move. Like, and it's not to say I wasn't planning on not moving, or I was planning on not moving. It just meant I wasn't sure exactly, like, if it was actually going to happen. So it was kind of just like a dream or like a fairy tale or something that was just kind of in the future, even though I knew his parents were already out there and his family. So it was probably going to be a for sure thing, but I didn't know when. And so when all of a sudden, like, he's like, okay, like, I talked to my job and they're like, they're going to move me out there. Suddenly, like, everything got real to me. Everything just kind of got real, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is actually happening. And so I guess in my spirit, I just got a little scared. I just felt like, oh my God, like this is all happening, like this is going to happen. It's not that I was like mad or angry at the situation. It was just more like sadness. Like I knew I was gonna miss my family. And me and Sarah, my sister, are super close, and we do our business together. We do Monate together. And I was just thinking, like, how is this gonna work? Like, I go to all these events with the Monate girls here, and I'm still gonna go to events, but I won't be able to go to all of them anymore because, I mean, let's be real, I'm gonna have a newborn baby in 22 weeks. Just knowing that I won't be able to go to like so many events anymore, like because I'm gonna be living so far, really just kind of made me sad. So that leads me into the next subject, which is I am now 18 weeks pregnant, and I definitely have a belly bump. I have a belly, like, it just looks more like a pushed out beer belly. It's kind of like you just ate too much and it's just kind of there. And it's really weird because just the whole like weight gaining process for me has been very mentally weird. Like, because I have been the kind of person that has watched my weight since I was in high school. Like, no joke. I had been working out. I've been literally trying to try different diets. Like, so when you have been so hyper focused on trying to just stay slim and just watch your diet. I mean, I was never super skinny other than in high school, which is like a lot of people's cases because your metabolism's just so freaking awesome. But I definitely have felt like this weird, like I am losing myself type of thing. And not only with moving and getting pregnant, but with my body experience, it's just been like so strange. Like my stretch marks on the side like are starting to be more predominant. Like I already had a lot of like little white stretch marks that I could see, and I have this like really nice belly rub that I'm starting to use and stuff for like my stretching stomach. But I'm having like 4 major life identity shifts right now: my body, pregnancy, getting married, moving. Like, those are 4 major life changes. For me, a body change is a big change, but that to me is just a lot. That's a lot. And I guess in my head, I've been trying to just like recollect all that's happening, and it's been a huge major identity shift. And I think because we were so focused on like moving and having to work and like move his shop up there and just visiting up there and trying to find a house. That's the other thing. We did find a place to live up there in Utah, so we're renting out a townhome, which is cool. But anyway, all of that stuff like was just overwhelming at the time, and I couldn't even focus really on my pregnancy. He couldn't focus on me. So I've just felt very like, and not to say he's honestly doing the best he can. Like with what he's got going on, he's like a champ for just, he's continuing to like nurture me and stuff. But it's at the same time, you guys, like we're both so focused on so many things. Like right now, the next thing for me is to focus on the baby shower and just like moving. And he's going to be actually moving before me. I think he's going up like a week or 2 ahead of me because I have to stay here and do the baby shower, and I'm totally excited about that. Just the process of all of the transitions happening at once, it's been kind of overwhelming for both of us. And so we've been really trying to be gracious with each other. You guys know, like stressful situations can cause like fighting and stuff like that. So luckily we didn't fight a lot. Cheers. But we both had like our own inner turmoil going on. We got married, and then we got one day to spend together, and we didn't really have like that significant stuff planned. We had a massage plan. Like we did it last minute at Glen Ivy. I got like the prenatal massage. He just got the regular massage. A part of me like has felt very selfish in this season of my life because you know, with the freaking world situation going on right now, a lot of venues were closed. And not that I couldn't find a venue, I actually did find a venue and it was so pretty, but I just decided I don't want to spend that money. Like, why? You know, it's stupid. Like when we could just invest in our future, and we have a baby coming along, and I don't know, like it shifted my focus to my family and like the future and moving and stuff, and I just was looking beyond the actual ceremony because it just wasn't like in the forefront anymore. It was before I got pregnant because I was just like, this is like the one thing I have to look forward to, you know? So back to the honeymoon thing, like I just feel like this whole world situation has really robbed us, and also just in the timing of moving. I don't want to ever blame my baby for anything, like anything ever, because it's never a child's fault what the parents do, ever. Okay? To both of us, we could have easily said, oh, this baby is like ruining everything, like I'm not going to fit in my wedding dress, we're not going to be able to go here, we're not going to be able to go there, blah, blah, blah. But deep down, I was like, this is something I've always wanted, and a blessing. Like, the timing of everything is just truly a blessing with my baby. So I've just literally scheduled everything around this little human inside me because I love him so much already. I was just literally like showering one day, and I'm done almost. I'm wrapping up here. Thank you guys so much for your patience and listening to this long story. Basically, I was taking a shower, and all of a sudden I just like had this like peace over me. Like, I just started crying. God just revealed to me, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a life and a future. And that verse has always been my favorite, even before all of this happened. And that's the verse I cling to, because I heard it actually through another girl's YouTube, and she reminded me of that verse, and it popped back up into my head. And all of a sudden I just realized, like, Eli isn't going anywhere. Like, he loves me. He's not gonna like abandon me. I don't know, I just had this like peace over me, like, this guy is this is it. And I called my dad literally right after, hey dad, can we have a pastor from 412 marry us or whatever? And so this long process went through where they'd said, you guys need to go to marriage counseling through our church and stuff like that. And I said, well, we've already done marriage counseling. So we ended up going through Justice of the Peace, and we found a really nice lady, Carla, who did our wedding ceremony. She had to wear a mask, which sucks because that's going to be in all of the pictures for us for our lives, but whatever. It just was sweet. Like, our actual wedding day was just so sweet and simple and easy, and I loved my dress. Like, you can definitely tell I'm pregnant in my dress. I know I'm going off on rabbit trails, but I just decided in my heart it was time to get married. And I said to Eli, I texted him, I'm like, okay, let's do it. Like, let's get married. Let's set a date. And so the next 3 days I was just on him because he's got so many things to do. I was just reminding him is what I mean. Like, I was just like, let's do this. So that way it doesn't get drawn out and stuff. So we set the date for March 20th. We got married in a park. It was just so great, you guys, like, so beautiful. And I just loved that day because my family was there. Unfortunately, a lot of his family couldn't be there. It was just his parents. We got some pictures back a little bit, but there's more to come. And it's been a whirlwind for both of us, and it's been very stressful. So we are officially married. We're doing good. It's been about a week, so this is like definitely new for us. He's just been super sweet. Can't wait for the time that we get to bond and connect when we move, like after we get settled. And I love our townhome. It's very beautiful. It's all white walls, wood floors, and the carpet is brand new. We have a washer and dryer that's brand new. Like, everything is brand spanking new, and I'm just so excited to start over and like create the baby room, and like all this cool stuff's gonna happen. I will be uploading more videos. Just be on the watch and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see like where life takes us. But I do plan on YouTubing more. I do plan on sharing my life with you guys. And is it already 10:30? Dang. Wow. Okay. I do plan on like updating you guys on like the birth and like all this stuff. Like, I mean, I'm probably gonna film the shower, things like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I know most of you guys are my personal friends or just random people that I've never met before, but thank you so much for loving me and watching this channel and supporting me. I really appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.